Hello there, and thanks again for listening in to the latest update from the Valley of the Stars here in Portugal. It's been a while. It's been a few weeks since I've put pen to paper and voice to tape. So I hope you'll enjoy catching up with everything we've been doing. This week's dispatch is entitled Opening Time, the next step on our second life journey. Sometimes we thought it would never happen. But 4 years after moving to Portugal full-time, and 2 years after building work started on our retrospectively but objectively crazy off-grid eco-luxe lodge project, we are finally ready to open. The cut-down and dug-out eucalyptus forest where our new buildings now stand is a distant memory. The views are as stunning as the first day we found this amazing property, and we're ready to start tackling a new chapter in our second life, running a tourism business. We were warned how long the finishing works would take, especially as it's all been down to us. But the beds are made, the rooms look beautiful, and we've already been using our Clubhouse for trial run dinners and wine tasting events with friends. You won't find us on AirBnB just yet, of course. The licensing process and the permissions are still pending, but we're on track to start hosting some events and retreats over the next few months, and will open to all in the spring. The tourism authorities' help in postponing capital payments has lifted a huge weight off our shoulders, but now it's up to us to lure people to our perfect part of Portugal. Alongside frustrating bureaucracy, the biggest challenge of all has been overcoming our lack of connections to power and water grids. But our water is no longer salty. The waste treatment reed beds are thriving, and a test run of the villa's underfloor heating sent the temperatures soaring, along with our confidence that it's going to be a toasty winter. Real-time power use data is streaming into my phone, which I'm also now using to control the heat pumps. We haven't got all the monitoring systems in place just yet, but the first post-summer storm was a good test for the rain-collecting systems and to work out how to manage all the pumps and heating systems so we're never without power. The electricity meters, which will pinpoint problems, are on order from the United States, and the new LP-WAN network to monitor water tanks, moderate pool supply water, and allow us to remotely control systems across the whole valley is due to be installed this week. It sounds so easy written down, but we've been ironing out all the bugs, and learning by doing, I've realised I need to write a guidebook if we're ever going to get away from the valley for a few days and leave it in the hands of somebody else. I've grumbled about DIY, but seeing things finished and installs lifts the spirits. The coffee tables look great. The wooden tables work as well as the wall of homemade shelving units, and we're happy with our outside LED lighting. Anna's done an incredible job with the interiors, which look amazing. So much time and effort has gone into choosing the furniture, the finishing touches, and the style. And now we're plumping up the beds, ready for their first proper photo shoot. Once those are taken, we can launch our new website, and that comes complete with a booking engine, and we can start lining up some guests. We've been doing some tours for friends who visit, so we thought we'd record one on video to give you an idea of what we've done with the place so far. Please go onto the website, just find Off-Grid and Ignorant in Portugal, and there's a link there to our YouTube, a little video of us giving a tour of the place, as well as the usual photographs of who's been coming and what's been going on. We're obviously itching to get open, and it's been a frustrating time with the goalposts moving and different documents being variously needed or not needed. We've been stalking our architect and our structural engineer to the point that the latter complained he feels like we're holding a gun to his head. After months of waiting for his particular piece of paper, we have occasionally considered it, although his draftsman assures us that this won't be necessary and it's almost ready. There seems to be some movement at the town hall as well, with a request coming in for final payment. And then, of course, there's the tourism licence to come, but we're quietly confident. The post-it note wall is back, and it's filled with ideas for retreats and packages to bring people to Val das Estrelas. We've decided the best way to get started before we can advertise accommodation to the general public is to run specific events at particular times. The notes on the wall include writing and storytelling workshops, art and photography classes, making ourselves a base for long-distance walkers on the Ruta Vicentina trails, all interspersed with wine, local food and a bit of yoga and massage. We're thinking of astronomy stays and events based around our own personal solar system and water system to encourage people who might like to follow in our footsteps, either off the grid or into an entirely new direction of life. Would you or someone you know be interested in partnering with us and getting something fun up and running to bring people together in Portugal? We're open to all sorts of ideas, so please get in touch. Wine is going to be at the heart of what we'll be telling stories about, so what we can get on with in the meantime are some events to bring together friends from here with visitors from overseas. We hope to host something new next month, so if you're interested in coming to see us in the last weekend of November to hear more about Portuguese wine, do get in touch. Of course, the links are on the website to send us an email or make a comment. And you can always go to the website valleyofthestars.co.uk. We've learnt so much about Alentejo wine over the past few years, and the Wines of Portugal marketing body seem keen to help publicise our podcasts worldwide. It was amazing to attend the opening party for our closest local vineyard's brand new, beautiful winery. Vicentino has invested in a cutting-edge winery just a few minutes down the road, and owner Uli Martin Siam toasted its opening with their first ever espumante, or Portuguese champagne. We're definitely going back for a boxload of that. Vicentino is the first stop on our podcast wine journey, and we had even had a sneak preview of the new winery a few months ago. I'll be writing more about that on the wine blog soon, so do sign up for updates and new podcast episodes. You can find us, Anna and Al's big Portuguese wine adventure, anywhere you usually get your podcasts. Our friend Luis has also made a big step recently, leaving Vicentino to launch his own wine tasting business, and we've been happy to host him for an introduction to some local wines we hadn't come across before. The Gledsons were back in town for some dog-sitting duties, while we ran some errands and did some DIY on our flat in Lisbon. There's still a load to do, but finally the momentum is starting to switch from the construction to constructing thoughts about how we make a success of Val das Estrelas, particularly during the winter months and when our first proper season gets underway in 2025. We hope very much to see you here soon. Thanks again for listening, and there'll be more updates coming soon. Cheers, bye for now.